And welcome, everybody. Once again, this is a mini-sode. My name is Dustin Harris. I am the host of the Appraiser Coach podcast. I want to welcome every one of you, especially those on YouTube. It's a brand new venue for us to be on YouTube, and so I'm still kind of getting used to the technology. You'll see my ugly mug today, and unfortunately, we'll not be able to see our guest. Trust me, it would be much better to see our guest, but that's the way technology is for now. We're trying to work through the bugs and get both faces up and going here very, very soon. So I appreciate your patience, folks, and I appreciate you spreading the word about the Appraiser Coach podcast, both on iTunes, Stitcher, and now on YouTube. We are sponsored today by ANOW software. ANOW is the software that I use in my office to manage everything that goes on in my office, and I do mean everything that goes on. Folks, if you've not checked them out, you need to. It's anow.com. That's ANOW.com. Well, folks, as I mentioned, we have a very special guest on. Ashley Hammond has been on with us before, and I want to welcome her back to the program. She is from the Altera Group. Welcome, Ashley. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's super, super exciting to have you. You were on episode number 119, and that was back kind of in June-ish, I think, time frame where we were getting ready for the Expo in Baltimore, which was super fun and exciting to go back east. At least for me it was. And we talked a little bit about the changes that the Val Expo has this year, and that is that you have two conferences. And, of course, the one that already occurred in Baltimore, and then we've got one coming up very, very soon in Las Vegas. Ashley's booth was actually directly right across from the Appraiser Coach booth. So, Ashley, I apologize for that you had to stare at our ugly mugs for 2 days, but it was a pleasure to get to know you and work with you a little bit while we were there. Tell me how things went in Baltimore from your perspective.
Yeah, so Valuation Expo was hosted in Baltimore back in July, and we had a great turnout. That was our second time of being out on the East Coast. So again, we saw some new faces, which was great. During that time, appraisers were, and they still are busy, but like everyone else, you guys need time to re-energize and take a break, and what better place than Valuation Expo, where you can network and learn about different tricks or pick up some new ideas and also get some 14 hours of approved CE in the process. So it's kind of what we like for Valuation Expo in Vegas.
Love it. I've been attending for a couple of years, as you know, and it was actually a different experience to be back east. I noticed there were much more local or regional vendors that I don't normally see in the Vegas side of things. And that was exciting.
Right.
Yeah. So Vegas is coming up very, very soon. What can folks expect from Vegas?
So right now for Vegas, we have over 30 confirmed vendors on our trade show floor, ranging from insurance companies, technology and software providers, AMC, education providers, and government agencies like VA and HUD. And speaking of VA and HUD, during Expo, we also have planned for an industry update CE session, which will include a panel of experts from those agencies. And they're going to provide a closer look at kind of what's happening with the policymakers and give you guys an update.
Nice. So tell me a little bit, especially for somebody who might, let's say somebody who might have attended in Baltimore, would it be worth them coming to Vegas? Is there anything different that we're going to see in Vegas that they wouldn't have seen in Baltimore?
Yeah, so in Baltimore, we had 24 exhibitors, and like I mentioned, coming up in Vegas, we're going to have over 30 on the trade show floor. So nice. We're having more insurance providers exhibiting this year than we've had in the past, which it's great. And basically, we are bringing companies all over North America and putting them in one place to make it as simple and easy as possible for appraisers to keep up to date with information they need to make their lives easier. And I think you've actually said this one before and we kind of liked it, so we're kind of using it now. But Expo, this is the place to come to build relationships with a handshake rather than a phone call. So
nice, yeah. You know, it's interesting, and I just want to take a moment to give kind of a shout out to those of you who have not been to Expo in the past and encourage you to get there. I know that sometimes, you look at the travel costs and you look at the time away from the office, and especially right now, we're so busy. It's so hard to break away. But I'm telling you, folks, to get out of the Appraiser Cave and to be able to get on the floor with one-on-one with not only, your fellow appraisers, but the vendors that will be there at the Expo. I'm telling you, it is an experience that everybody needs to be a part of. Let's talk a little bit about the speakers in Vegas. We really enjoyed the speakers that were in Baltimore. I didn't get a chance to sneak into too many of the different presentations, but of those that I did, it was quite a blessing. It was interesting to hear the direction that the industry is going. The profession is moving in a very different path. And we expect some big changes over the next couple of years. What will we expect, Ashley, from the speakers in Vegas?
Yeah, so we don't want appraisers to hear the same CE every year, and so we always change up the speakers and the topics at each event. So our Vegas CE panels are completely different than what we offered in Baltimore. So
wow.
Yeah, it's going to be really new and exciting. We have Rob Krisman, who offers mortgage news and insight and commentary. He's going to be kicking off our event with the keynote address.
Cool.
And, Expo this time around will be taking place immediately following the presidential election in November.
Oh, that's right. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be the perfect time for kind of a discussion on housing and where it's going to go. And Rob has committed to addressing kind of what went wrong during the last housing finance crisis and identify areas that we need to address to shape the future of housing finance and appraisal reform. So that's going to be all on our first day.
I almost thought you were going to say he was going to address what happened in the last housing crisis and then address what's about to happen in the new one. But I'm glad you didn't go there.
There's no more.
Not going there anymore.
Yeah.
Other speakers that you want to kind of portray here that are coming up here in Vegas.
Yeah, so the second day we're going to have Zach Dawson, and he is the Director of Collateral Strategy and Policy for Fannie Mae. So Zach and his Fannie Mae team will be discussing their end-to-end collateral risk management cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a very interactive session addressing many of the common policy myths and provide guidance for Fannie Mae's selling guide and touch on collateral underwriter and provide an understanding on CU scores, flags and messages, and kind of an overview around the appraiser quality monitoring.
Now, for those of my listeners who are like, okay, yeah, blah, 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 this is just a bunch of, red tape, government stuff. Folks, this is your in and out of what you have to do on a daily basis. You want to know where all those stipulations are coming from. You want to know where all those kickbacks are coming from. Folks, this is the guy to listen to, and this is the guy to interact with, because that's really the source of where a lot of this stuff comes from.
Exactly. And this is going to give appraisers kind of those best practices that they can learn, and they're going to hear them directly from their clients. So kind of what to expect to see in the reports that they're doing.
Yep, good. Anybody else?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, we're also going to have the industry update with the HUD and VA and USDA panels. And then we're also going to do kind of a big data session to kind of help wrap our minds around that phase of the industry.
Nice. Yeah. Well, Ashley, I appreciate that. What I want to do is take a break really quick, Ashley, but when I come back, I want to talk a little bit more about the venue, a little bit about what people can expect, how they sign up, how they register. But I want to pause here, first of all, and talk to you folks about ANOW software. Just a couple of weeks ago, I had an opportunity to meet one-on-one with Marty at ANOW and get to know him a little bit better. Folks, this is a real guy, a real appraiser who is a real appraiser business owner. Not only has he appraised and run a business, but he is currently doing so. And as a consequence, he understands what it is like to be an appraisal business owner. He has taken all of that information, the trials and the tribulations that an appraiser deals with on a regular basis, and combined it into a software that allows you to manage your appraisal office. Folks, if you have ever asked yourself the question, what can I do to make my life more easy? You need to check out ANOW software. This is the software that allows you to manage everything that happens within your appraisal business, from the top to the bottom, the orders and the status, the appraisers and where they're at in the field, the scheduling. It all all is wrapped up into one software. Folks, check it out right now at anow.com. That's ANOW.com. And welcome back, folks. We are talking with Ashley Hammond of the Altera Group, and she's talking to us about the upcoming Appraisal Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ashley, welcome back to the program. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks again, Dustin, for having me.
Well, it's my pleasure, because this is something that I have attended for several years, and it's always an uplifting thing. I can't wait for the next one. Baltimore was fabulous. It was wonderful. I learned a lot, got to know a lot of people, and I'm looking forward to what's happening in Vegas as well. Talk to us a little bit about the venue this year and what we can expect if someone is coming to this, maybe first time.
Yep, so we're going to be back at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino, and that's in November 10th through the 12th. And I really love the Flamingo, mainly because of the location. It's located right in the middle of the Vegas Strip, so no matter what direction you go to, it's going to be convenient. Vegas offers great nightlife, and I'm a big foodie, so
that's the
you
place.
can find whatever your appetite is looking for in Vegas. So it's just kind of really a great place to be, and to kind of bring your families to. There was that whole stigma where Vegas wasn't very family friendly, but that has completely changed over the last 20 years. So
lots of fun things to do for both adults and kids. Now, in the past, you have always offered kind of a discount on rooms. I assume you're doing that this year with the Flamingo as well?
Yes, we do have a reserved block of rooms for our attendees at a rate of $75 a night plus taxes.
Nice. Okay.
I do want to mention that our room block does end on October 23rd, which is quickly approaching. So We're telling everyone to book your rooms early, so we don't want you to miss out on that awesome room rate.
And Ashley, how would they do that? Is it best to call Flamingo directly or go through a link?
Yeah, on our website, we have a link on our venue page, and you just go to valuationexpo.com and click on the venue page, and it takes you right to the link to get you all registered for your room and stuff. Awesome. And all the hotel information, if you do need to call them, all of that is available on the website at valuationexpo.com.
Valuationexpo.com. Perfect. We will link to that in the show notes. This year had an opportunity for the first time with the expo sorry, Ashley. Here we go. This time, we had an opportunity in the Valuation Expo in Baltimore to be able to broadcast from the showroom floor. Super fun to get to know vendors and the organizers, and especially the attendees, to have one-on-one interviews with them. And when I say interview, folks, don't be intimidated. I mean, we're talking 2-3 minutes. Why did you come? Tell us a little bit about your business. What have you learned while you're here? That kind of thing. Very, very lowbrow, very easy to answer questions, but it gives us an opportunity to get to know you as an appraiser, to get to know the vendors, to get to know the organizers. That was an awesome thing. And Ashley, looking forward to doing that this year at the Vegas venue as well.
Yeah, we appreciate having you there, Dustin. It was great to having everyone kind of meet you, and then giving feedback to help us also in the future of our events to see what they liked and what they didn't like. So It was great.
Super. I know for Baltimore, you offered a discount code, a coupon for my listeners. Anybody who hears this and is interested in attending, talk to us about that for Vegas.
Yes, so we're offering a coupon code for Vegas as well. We're giving 20% off any conference pass for your listeners. So when they go to register online, just use the code COACH at checkout, and that'll give you 20% off a trade show only or a full conference pass, whatever they choose to use. Folks,
think about that for a second. That's 20% off either a conference pass, that's a full pass with the CE credits, or if you just want to attend the venue there, just the showroom floor, 20% off for each of those. Folks, take advantage of that, and please get yourself to Vegas. Ashley, thank you once again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you again, Dustin. It's always a pleasure.
Super. We will look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.